Okay, so I'm gonna do round 2 of the 255/86 or 255/85/16 Toyo MT tires, because I literally have the most hated Toyo MT tire review out there, it looks like right now. So, because apparently a lot of you don't like to see my face. So, well, now you get to see me and my tire, and you know, my black wheels. So, let's get right to it. Okay, you guys, so to start off with, we're gonna do some tread depth just to kind of give you guys an idea. This thing's kind of broken actually, but right now for the end on this one, we're looking at about 6. Keeps rotating on me. For this, we're looking at about 6 again, and then if we're here, we're looking at, oh, sorry about that, pretty much 6. So there's 6 30-second ends on this. For this one, I think we're probably looking at about the same. 6 at the bottom. In the middle, we're looking at 6, maybe a shy of 5 coming up. No, this thing keeps spinning. Hold on. So about 6 on this one as well. So 6 30-second ends on both of those. These ones are the bald ones. I know I have bald ones. About 6 actually on this one. Probably 6, about maybe 5 on that one too. And that one's looking at, yeah, almost 6 at the end there. So about 6 again, let's say average. This one, I think it might be the lowest one. We're looking at about 6, 6, and 6. Okay, so we're actually looking at about 6 all around. I thought I had more, but I guess the pictures, whenever I do these, they look very deceiving. So for 6 30-second ends out of what I start with at 19, these probably have, what is that, like 35-40%. So I mean, they're pretty much on their way out. Once they get down to probably about 4, they're pretty much done. So I put these on at 35,000 kilometers, and I am almost at 100,000 kilometers now. So I've put on roughly about, say, 60,000 K to be, you know, bare minimum, and they're pretty much almost done. So kind of sucks because they are wearing decently fast, but I mean, like the roads I go on, like I'm on dirt roads, gravel roads, I mean these tires get chewed up. These tires have been to, let's see, Moab, Colorado. I mean, Colorado was a lot of rocks too. Went to even Georgia with them last summer there. So these have seen a fair bit of miles and whatnot. Just something to keep in mind. So I put these on at 35,000 kilometers, right? And before this, I had 265/75/16 Toyo MTs again. That's why I went 255s. So being that I was 265/75, I'm pretty much accurate on my odometer. Well, now that I was 35,000 kilometers and I'm running these, my mileage is out. So what you do is, I'll just put the math in the description here because I don't have my phone on me right now. 60,000 kilometers times 0.08, because that's my difference for the tire from stock. So you times that by that and you get your X amount of mileage, which puts me at almost 70,000 kilometers, I guess, you know, 68, but like I said, 60 is my bare minimum. So I probably got actually about 70,000 kilometers on these. So in the end, it's not too bad, you know, that's about what, 40,000 miles, give or take. So not too bad by all means. They have been awesome pretty much for me all year round, except for my winter like usual. Like I said in my last video that no one's gonna care about, the winter is definitely the downfall to these tires, but you can still get through winter if you wanted to. Mud has absolutely no issue at all. You can chew these up through mud any day. You could stop in a mud puddle or a mud hole and just spin your way out. You will never have any issues. Like I kind of said before, I do have weather cracking. You can see all the weather cracking in here. These tires look like they're, I don't know how many years old, and they've only been on my truck for just over 2.5. So the sidewalls and all that look pretty good, but yeah, the weather cracking on this one's pretty much kind of all the way through. It's not like rotten away, but it's you know, it's got some dry rot. Around here is not too bad. Looks like I got some sort of slit here. I'm not sure what that is, but I run over everything on the road, so that one's not too bad. Judging by back here, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little rubbing there. But like I said, these tires there ain't no pavement tires, so you know, you put them to use. This one, same thing, pretty much wear and tear there. Just all weather cracking, nothing really crazy. I mean, like I said, when you go from like Moab 40 degrees, then come back to Canada minus 30 and all that, I'm sure it doesn't help the tires at all. Yeah, pretty much they all have weather cracking. The date on them, if I could find you the date, I probably would. It might be on the back of the tire. Let me just see here. So I can't tell you how old these tires actually are. So unless I'm not reading something correctly, let me know. This is 80 PSI. This has 0015-254 00-20975. I don't know if that means anything. I'm just saying it out loud. So, but yeah, these tires are a few years old. They weather cracked actually within the year. So like that's pretty much how they've been. Even the last tires I had were weather cracked. So it seems like it's a kind of a normal thing for these. Unless they're just old tires and no one's buying them and they're just sitting for too long. So, mud's great, highway's great. They are decently howling. You definitely got to expect that. So, I mean, if you are expecting quiet tires from a mud terrain, you are insane. Absolutely. So, but you definitely won't go wrong for it on these if you are an off-road guy. But I wouldn't buy these if you're just looking to drive up and down the road, or even if you're a little dirt road. Find another tire. Sorry, but these are expensive. Like, I'm talking expensive. For you guys in the States, are dirt cheap by the sounds of it, but these retail for 450 Canadian a piece, which is, yeah, anywhere from 4 to 5, and which is about 300, 350 US, I think I'm looking at. So they are quite expensive for around here unless you get them on a decent sale. So, but I work at an automotive shop, so I get a decent price on tires, so that kind of helps me there. But still, I paid $1,400 for these tires, and other ones that I can get in this size are a few $100s cheaper. So I'm going Cooper ST Maxx next, because that is basically what I need for this application. So, but that being said, I am not doubting the tires' capabilities at all. They are pretty much as expected for what you get. Like I said, it's a mud terrain tire, so don't expect it to be great in the winter or anything. They chew up snow really good, but once they find that ice, they're done. Like, ice has not, there's zero on ice. I'm telling you guys right now, there's no such thing as traction with these on ice. Anyone that says that they do decent on ice is out to lunch, because I tried everything. I mean, I even run a decent low pressure too, just so I get grip, because obviously the higher pressure, the less contact of the tire you have, so less traction. Well, I usually run these about 30 PSI, and they're great. But like I said, winter sucks for these, but everything else, dirt roads, gravel, I can spin these for days and these things will just grab. Like, I can stop on a gravel road or even this, and I can go like full throttle. And anyone that's watching this tire review, this truck is tuned, so it actually has a lot more torque now, being that from stock. But traction off or traction on, this thing will just go. These tires do not just sit and spin and give you nothing. So even in a swampy, muddy kind of situation, these will chew up. Just put your foot down a little bit more. But like I said, if you crawl into mud and then you don't spin these tires, they're obviously just gonna get hung up, and then you're just gonna sit there and spin, obviously. So if you're gonna spin these tires, and then they just chew up anything. Like, I mean, look at the damn sidewall, for crying out loud. I'll say this much, this is a sexy ass tire. So you definitely can't go wrong with that. But like I said, I wouldn't buy these for looks. But if you got the money, well, do what you want, I guess. So, judging by everything else, I mean, like I said, they've been wearing great. They're all pretty much wearing evenly. Chalk tested these when I first bought these, because I mean, for the money I'm spending, I'm not having these worn out funny. So these been running 30 to 35 pretty much the entire time, and that's how even they are. As you can tell by the depth gauge, that they are wearing nice and evenly. So, other than that, I mean, there's not much else to say. I'll kind of show you guys a little clips here and there of my truck going through some stuff that just chews up this mud, no problem. Highway driving with like rain or something like that, because I know a lot of you guys question rain. I had no problems with anything in the rain. I mean, my Canadian speeds here are not that fast anyways. I mean, we only do 70 miles an hour around here, but even on heavy rain, I never really was worried. I did slow down if it was like a really, really big rainstorm or something, you know, because obviously these could hydroplane probably on you. Being that it's an off-road tire, I mean, not all off-road tires can handle highway and rain and all that, so they could slip on you. So there's that, but otherwise, like I said, no issues on that. Pavement's great. Can't really think of anything else. I mean, pretty much like I said, all around this tire is great, just winter is its downfall. Other than that, these tires will do just about anything, on rocks to gravel, mall crawling, you know, crawling on, you know, Colorado, Moab. There's no such thing as no traction with these, that's for sure. I barely span tires on these to get traction. I mean, unless my suspension flexed out, these tires had no problem with traction. There was no, I had faith on my tires, and I couldn't even, you know, another great thing about these tires is that you can run over anything and smack curbs. You won't believe how many curbs I've smacked with these tires. I mean, you can't really tell because the tires are dirty now, but they're strong tires, like 10-ply tires, man. Like, I don't know if it's for every tire or these, but these tires have been hit on curbs. I mean, I've drifted in the snow or whatever, and I've hit curbs because, I mean, the ice just grabs it and I can't stop. So I go bang right into the sidewalk, whatever. And these tires don't phase it, like, at all. Like, you can bump anything you want with these tires. They ain't gonna break off or anything. I never lost a bead. I didn't get to really air down the tires too much, simply because of off-roading life. I mean, never really just got the chance to. I mean, I aired it down a bit for better ride. So, and for the most part, the ride was great on these. I mean, I don't know what you guys expect out of a 10-ply tire, but I mean, the ride is just good enough. Just don't air them up too high. Air them to your appropriate, you know, your tire pressure that you need. You know, if you got a front heavy-ass bumper on and you're not gonna run 30 pounds like me, you're gonna run probably 35 because you've got 200 pounds added onto these tires for holding it up. So you're gonna have to up that PSI a couple. But like I said, just chalk test. All you do is take a piece of chalk, scribble, 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 scribble. Like, you could do the whole damn tire if you wanted to, but you only gotta do like, I do like 3, 3, and 3, just so you can kind of see the pattern there. That'll get you your proper tire pressure. So that being said, that's pretty much gonna conclude this tire review. I had to redo this because, like I said, this video, my previous video, it was my very first video, by the way, all you haters out there. But I guess just talking about a tire, you know, giving the review of how the actual tire performs is not good enough. You guys got to apparently see the tire, which makes no difference on a review, other than me telling you the fact that show you the weather cracking or the tread pattern or whatever. So, but pretty much that's gonna finalize it. I can't think of anything else, but I'm gonna sit here for a minute and just think over everything and make sure. If not, you guys have a great one. I hope this video helps you kind of decide a little bit more whether or not the Toyo MT tire, or even this specific tire size, you know, for the Tacoma, with this tire size, with this type of tire, will, you know, benefit you or whatever. So, like I said, I'm going Cooper ST Maxx next because it's a hybrid tire and it's going to benefit me more, especially in the wintertime, because I know my buddy up in Colorado, he runs the Cooper ST Maxx and he's gotten over 60,000 miles on it. So that puts me at about 100,000 a year rather than 70. So, but the thing is though, now I just realized this. If he says he did 60,000 kilometers or 60,000 miles, well, if he's still running the stock calibration, he's actually got almost 70,000 miles on it. So therefore, that's actually a lot more miles. Because like I said, when your speed is not correct, it's running off. So, you know, your 220 miles, you times that by 0.08, you got another 25, 30 miles. And I'll tell you that right now, it adds up when you put miles on this damn truck. So, yep. Have a good one, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to try and get more reviews in now. I mean, with what's going on in the world, there's not much else to do. So I'd rather start doing more videos, but it's kind of hard because life gets the best of me. So, see ya. One other thing, tire rotation every 5,000 kilometers. So I didn't screw around with tire rotation. These got rotated every 5,000 because I did my oil changes at 10,000. So it works out to, you know, even out, especially when you, if you want to make it easier to track your rotations. Don't do it at an odd number or anything. Just keep it at 5, you know, the multiples of 5, and you'll never have a problem, because that way, if you know you're at 65, 25, 30, 35, you know you have to get a tire rotation done. So, and basically just did front to back or whatever, but it depends on how you're wearing them out. So if you're 4x4 in lots, or if you have lockers wearing out the tires, you know you can burn off 2 of your fronts more, or, you know, whatever it may be. So you just gotta kind of rotate them up to how they're wearing. So that's it. Oh, he's through!